In most forms of art, we have this thing where a work isn't considered a work until it's complete. But I wonder why. I mean, if you look at other genres like sports, the experience is in the game, it's not in the final outcome. I mean, look at this. Do you think this would be nearly as enjoyable as watching this? But how come we can't have that same mentality when it comes to art? I feel the process is sometimes even more interesting than the result that you get from it. So I decided to call my project The Process, because that's really what we're focusing on. In order to do that, what I plan on doing is making a series of stencils that are images broken down into 3 layers. Each of these layers has an aspect of that original image. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do them all breaking down into the RGB, so the red, green, and blue, or if I'm going to break it down into some other 3-layer process. But that is the main and core point. I'm taking a lot of inspiration for this project from the street artists and the graffiti artists that tend to use stencils and multiple layered processes similar to this. The only difference between my work and theirs is that there's not going to be a big reveal at the end. There's not going to be a showing of what happened. It's just going to be that process as its own work. And hopefully it'll be enjoyable when it's all said and done.
I like that park out there. It's like hella good to think. Maybe. It's like when nobody's out there, especially kids, because that shit's creepy. when nobody's out there, that park is an awesome place to think.
If you selling drugs, all you gotta do is tell me, bro.
I'm the hottest player since the MJ days. All these actors and haters change them straight ways. You want a battle room? Won't you step in the ring? Your rap career over. It'd be best if you sing.
Let me down. Shorty want a photo, my nigga want a quarter. Hit me on the mobile, riding around, listen to some bigger feature total. Waiting on the bolo when I get it from a cholo. Yeah, not fucking with me, but you already know though. If I get to sleep, then you know I took a no-dose. Yeah, you ain't getting money now, you ain't getting no dough. When we ain't okay, see me at the bubbles. When niggas talk shit, sit back, kick the bubbles. Radioactive like a lobo in Genova.
I told him I had football practice, and he told me that there was a prize if you won. So obviously I did the contest. The contest was held by WGCI, Chicago radio station that does mostly R&B and hip hop. There were 16 rappers, including me, in attendance, one-on-one rap battles. And I remember battling my friend Shalitha. She is a really good rapper, but I beat her that day. And then I remember getting to the final round, and the guy who I was battling, he was the most generic person, rapper thing you could ever think of. Like, he was clad in black shoes, and I remember that first round not going my way because I forgot everything I was going to say moments before I was about to say it. I remember that second round going my way definitively. I remember my friends were laughing the entire time because I wasn't taking the guy seriously. The final round, the guy said something when he made his comments about my mom. I didn't like it at all. I looked at my homie Antonio, and then I looked at the guy again, and then I looked at my homie Antonio. I can't really remember what he says, but his lips look like he just fucked up, didn't he?